Good morning, students. Today we are going to start uh, the next question of exercise 5.2. We are going to continue it. In the previous classes, we have discussed about what are parallel lines, what are its transversal, and what are the different types of angles which are formed when a transversal when a pair of parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. And the angles were corresponding angles, alternate interior angles which are equal, then alternate exterior angles also equal, and sum of co-interior angle is 180 degree. So we have studied about such type of angles. Now we are going to continue after question number 4. From question number 1 to 3 we have done. Now we have to start from question number 4. Okay, so in question number 4, the first part is made a diagram like this. These are the two parallel lines L and M, which is intersected by a transversal T. This angle is given 110 degree and this is X. Okay, so what we have to do, the question is find the value of X in each of the following if L is parallel to M. Okay, L और M parallel है, ये हमें कंडीशन गिवन है. तो अगर ये दो लाइंस पैरेलल है और ये ट्रांसवर्सल है, then we have corresponding angles equal, alternate exterior angles equal, okay, alternate interior angles equal, and sum of co-interior angle 180 degree. So we have all the ways to find the value of X. Okay, we can find the value of X in different ways. Okay, for example, supposingly let me take this angle as 1. Okay, I am taking this angle as 1. I am just naming it. Okay, so what we will write? Angle 1 plus 110 degree is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because 1 and 110 are forming a linear pair. So the reason is linear pair. It's very important to mention the reason in every case. So angle 1 is equal to 180 degree minus 110. Angle 1 is equal to 70 degree. Okay, now angle 1 is 70 degree. And while observing the position of X and angle 1, we can find out that they are corresponding angles. This X is also above the line and this 1 is also above the line. So they are forming a pair of corresponding angles. So what we will write? X is equal to angle 1. Reason क्यों इक्वल है ये? क्योंकि हमने क्या देखा? They are corresponding angles. Okay, therefore X is equal to 70 degree. So in this way you can find the value of unknown variables by using any of the technique. Some child can take this angle as 1, so they can be vertically opposite angle. This is 110 degree. Then on adding these two, they are co-interior angles. Then we will get X is equal to 70 degree. So many different ways we have. Or we can find this angle as angle 1. This will come 70 degree by linear pair. And then they both will form alternate interior angles. Then again X is equal to 70 degree. So we can use any method to find the value of X. But we have to mention the reason. This is compulsory. Now similarly for second part, the diagram is, now this time there are two parallel lines like this. This is L and this is M. They are intersected by two more parallel lines A and B. Now the question is, this is 80 degree, this is 100 degree and this is X. Okay, we have to find the value of X. This is not given as parallel. What we have given, that L is parallel to M. So, and this A is a transversal and B is also a transversal. Okay, when you will find out that this X is coming above the line, look at its position. Similarly, this 100 is also coming above the line on same side. So they are forming a pair of corresponding angles. When you will look at this position of angles carefully, you will find out that they are corresponding angles. There is no use of this angle 80 degree. This is only given for your confusion. We can directly find that x is equal to 100 degree. Okay, and what is the reason? Reason is corresponding angles. Okay, they are corresponding angles, that's why they are x is equal to 100 degree. So you have find out the value of x. Similarly, we will do the question number 5. Okay, now in question number 5, there is another question in the given figure. One figure is given to us like this. Okay, this is the given figure. In this figure, it is written A, B and C. Similarly, D, E and F. Okay, and this angle is equal to 70 degree. Now the question is, if angle ABC is equal to 70 degree, we all know it is given in the given figure that two arms of angles are parallel. Okay, this is one arm of angle, this is other arm, and for another angle this is one arm and other arm. Now we can see that two arms of these angles are parallel. This is parallel, AB parallel to DE, similarly BC parallel to EF. So these two arms of angles are parallel and this angle is 70 degree. So in the first part, we have to find out angle DGC. Here it is G. Okay, DGC we have to find out. So we know that if this is parallel, then this angle is below the parallel line. For showing you better, I will extend the line. Okay. Now you all can see it properly. This is parallel line and this is one parallel line. This will act as transversal. So these are a pair of which type of angle? This is below the line, this is also below the line. So they are corresponding angles. So what we will write out? Write AB is parallel to DE. Okay, and पूरा मैं लिख रही हूँ AB is parallel to DE and BC is transversal and BC is transversal. Now we have mentioned the pair of parallel lines and which one is the transversal. Now according to this, therefore angle ABC is equal to angle DGC. Reason? Corresponding angles. Okay, therefore angle DGC is equal to 70 degree. In the question it was given that ABC is equal to 70 degree. So now DGC will be 70 degree. Similarly, in second part, the question is find the value of angle DEF. Okay, DEF. Now this one they want to know. Now if I have found DGC and look at the location of DGC and DEF. This angle is also above the line and this angle is also above the line. So again what we will write? Now this time we will take BC and EF as parallel because another pair of arms are also parallel. So what we will write? BC is parallel to EF and DE is transversal. Okay, DE is transversal. Therefore, angle DGC is equal to angle DEF. Again, the reason is corresponding angles. Okay, so this is very important question, because in this the parallel lines are not completely extended, but you have to imagine its extension, you have to imagine the transversal also. Therefore, angle DEF is equal to 70 degree. Okay, so this was your question number 5. The only thing you have to understand that these two are parallel lines and this will be transversal. So below the line, pair of corresponding angles. Again, these two are parallel lines. This will act as transversal. Above the line. Both will act as corresponding angles. Okay, so both the value of angle is 70 degree. Now coming to our question number 6. The question is that in the given figures below, decide whether the line L is parallel to M. Some figures are given to us और हमें ये बताना है क्या उसमें L और M parallel है. Let's see, L and M, and there is one transversal, that is M. Now this angle is given 126 degree and this is given 44 degree. Okay, so whenever it is given that the given two lines are parallel, then automatically we have all the four things: corresponding angles equal, alternate interior angles equal, alternate exterior angles equal, sum of co-interior angle 180 degree. But now the case is opposite. We have to prove that line L is parallel to line M. So in this case, if any one of those four conditions is satisfied, any one out of those four is satisfied, then we can say that the line L is parallel to line M. Now if you will look at the location of 126 degree and 44 degree carefully, you will find out that both the angles are interior angles, plus they are on the same side of transversal. So they are called co-interior angles. And what we do with co-interior angles? We add them. Okay, so let's check by adding 126 degree plus 44 degree. It is coming 170 degree. Okay, but we know, but they are co-interior angles. किस टाइप के एंगल्स है वो? Co-interior angles. Therefore, or we can write thus, their sum should be 180 degree. Should be 180 degree. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. For parallel we use this symbol, and for not parallel we use this symbol. Just cross it. Okay, therefore L is not parallel to M. Similarly, we will do other part. For question number 6, second part is, again the diagram is given like this, like there is line L and in this way the line M is there, which is intersected by a transversal N. Okay, and it is given that this angle is 75 degree, this angle is also 75 degree. Okay. When I will look at these angles, position of these angles carefully, then if instead of here the 75 should be here, then they can be corresponding angles, but they are not corresponding angles. They are not alternate interior angles. They are not alternate exterior angles. They are not co-interior angles. So all the four things have been cancelled. Now what I will do, I will take this angle as angle 1. I can take. Now they are vertically opposite angles. What we can write? Angle 1 is equal to 75 degree. Vertically opposite angle. Okay. So now when I will look at the position of 1 and 75, they are co-interior angles. So angle 1 plus 75 degree means 75 degree, because the value of angle 1 is 75, plus 75 degree is equal to 150 degree. Okay, so what we have seen that when I have added the co-interior angles, the result is coming 150 degree. But what we know, that it should be 180 degree. But same reason we will write as we have written in first part. But they are co-interior angles. So their sum should be 180 degree. Okay. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. It's very simple. Simply you have to prove by any one method, any one reason you have to give. I have given the reason of co-interior angles. Now similarly for third part, let's see, line L is parallel to line M and N is given as transversal. This is 57 degree and this angle is 123 degree. Okay. Now again when you will look at it carefully, they are not vertically opposite, they are not corresponding angles, they are not alternate interior, they are not alternate exterior angles, neither they are co-interior angles. So again everything has been cancelled. Now again same way we will do exactly as this. I have taken this angle as 1. So angle 1 is equal to 57 degree. Reason, vertically opposite angle. See, it's very important to mention reason every time. Then now 1 and 123, they are in the position of co-interior angles. So what we will do, we will add it. Angle 1 is 57 degree plus 123 degree. It is coming 180 degree. So now we will write, but they are co-interior angles. थे तो क्या ये co-interior angles, और अगर co-interior angles का sum 180 degree आ गया, therefore L is parallel to M. ठीक है? Now it's very simple. Now you have understood. In all the three cases we have used the reason co-interior angles. Now last, that is fourth part. This line is given, line L and line M. This is the transversal N. Here it is given 98 degree and here it is given 72 degree. Okay. Again we will do same as this. Take this as angle 1. So angle 1 is equal to 72 degree. Vertically opposite angle. And now they are forming co-interior angles. So if the sum is 180 degree, then only they will be parallel. Otherwise they will not be parallel. Now I am going to add it. I think it's coming only 170 degree. Okay. So what should be the sum? The sum should be 180 degree. So we will write the same reason, but they are co-interior angles. So their sum should be 180 degree, which is not the case. Therefore L is not parallel to M. Okay. So I hope you all have understood how we can write it. Only in third case the line L was parallel to M. In remaining cases they were not parallel. So in this way we have completed all the questions of exercise 5.2. Let me just give you a recap that whatever we have discussed in the chapter 5. First of all, we have discussed line segment, ray, angles, adjacent angle, then supplementary angle, complementary angles, linear pair. Okay, and vertically opposite angle. Most of the time we are using vertically opposite angles and linear pair. But whenever there is a situation that there are a pair of parallel lines which are intersected by a transversal, now in that case we can use corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles and co-interior angles. Okay, so I have told you if the lines are given parallel, then definitely all the four pair of angles will be satisfied. Now if there is situation is opposite, that you have to prove that the lines are parallel. So in that case, if any one of the four situation is satisfied, then definitely your lines will be parallel, or I can say that if anyone is not satisfied, then the lines will not be parallel. So in this way you can complete your exercise 5.2. Next topic we will continue in our next classes. Thank you, students.